We're talking about $37.5 million. And what I want you to know is, everything that we're going to share with you is all hands-on, practical stuff that we've done to create the life and business of our dreams. And none of it is like hard work, it's crazy, it's any of that. I'm a little simple island girl from Jamaica. Diane's from, where are you from? I can't ever say that state.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, my accent would get all wrapped up in that. So I always keep saying you're from Boston, and you're not even from Boston.
Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Boston is the city.
Okay, there we go. All right. So the thing is that two friends got together and created this business where we have helped our clients to manifest over $37.5 million. And that's what we're going to talk about this morning. But the thing is, I can keep jumping on here and sharing. It really impacts your life. Like, that's great that we've done this, but it really impacts your life when you guys do the stuff. So what I want to ask right now is, did you map out your 250,000 last week? If you did, if you sat there and you drew your little diagram with your 4 quadrants, then I can see the comments, and I want you to type in the comments 250K. If you did that last week, type 250K so I know that you guys are on it, you did it. And I also want to say, I got so many messages from people, you have no idea, who were telling me how they did it, what they included, and also a big question about how. Like, Tasha, I thought you always say not to worry about how. And I feel like in doing this process, I'm worrying about the how. So here's what I want to tell you. That exercise had nothing to do with the how. It was all about creating a roadmap that your mind could see of how you could do it, right? It was just for your mind to see the possibilities. That's it. Because here's the thing. What Diane sent me that day, we still have never done. Like, we got to 250K and beyond and still never did what was exactly on that diagram. But all it did for me was it showed me what was possible, right? So that's what I want. And I'm looking to see you guys who did your 250K. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you want to go back. Whoa, look at all that, Diane.
Wow.
Look at all those people tapping 250K. Woo! That is awesome. We're so proud of you guys. That's great. You don't know how that fires me up for waking up at 8 o'clock every Monday morning.
Not so easy and relaxed.
Not so easy and relaxed, but you guys did it, and that's all that matters. And if you missed it, like Barbara, I see that you missed it, just go back in my page in the Money Attraction Challenge group, and the video is there from last week. All right, so with that, if you're also watching and you have not signed up for our 5-day Money Attraction Challenge, go ahead and take care of that right now. MoneyAttractionChallenge.com is the website. Go ahead and register, because I know lots of you that jumped on because you want to hear about this $37.5 million. And the reason we're sharing about it is it's all prepped for 5 days of you attracting lots of money, so we can add to that $37.5 million. All right, so with that, I thought what we would do today, by the way, this is a little preview, because I have not only convinced her to come on this morning, but during the challenge, we're going to have a bonus session where it's not going to be us talking, it's going to be you asking us questions. And I think that's a really cool opportunity to hear from us firsthand the things that you want to know about. Like, today we're going to share what we think you want to know, but in that session, you'll get to ask us, like, down deep, hands-on, the stuff that we aren't even thinking you're thinking you want to know. All right, so listen out about when that's going to be, because we have a question for you that we need your answer on, so we can decide the best time to do that. All right, so all of that out of the way, now for us. So we are two crazy girls that met 7 years ago, and at the time, what I thought we would do this morning for you guys to see, just how different we were when we met, that we would kind of share where we were in our lives and in our business, and then go into what we did to create a business that manifested $37.5 million. All right, so you guys ready? Here we go. So when
I'm excited to hear this.
So when I met Diane, I was in a really several of you have heard this phase of my life before, really dark place where I had this incredible business. We both live in the same town. We moved here exactly the same year. We never knew each other. And we were both literally running businesses that were down the street from each other and never met, never knew each other. I was working really hard. I was out there crushing the streets, networking everywhere, doing everything they say in the textbooks that you should do when you own a business. And I was frustrated. I hated it. I was working really hard. I was unfulfilled. I was unhappy. I was in a lot of fear and worry because while, yes, my business was making 7 figures, I was not taking any of it. And so here I was working really hard, having all this emotional drain on myself and just doing, you know, like the world says to do so you can create success. And I was miserably failing spiritually and within my soul. So I want you to just hear my point of reference where I was, because after Diane shares, I'm going to ask you to tell us where you are. Which of us do you identify with based on where you are right now? So where I was when I met her, we had to sell the business so that we could stay above water. We had just filed for bankruptcy, and literally like within 3 or 4 weeks of meeting Diane, my husband asked me for a divorce. So talk about the weight on the world, fear, anxiety, pressure, just worry, all of those things, and especially about money. That's where I was. Where were you, my friend? What was going on in your world?
I was pretty excited because I had just attracted the perfect friend who says, "Can I come over?" Invited herself over my place. I liked that. We had nice balconies. We sat out in the water, and she just looked at that water, and she's like, "It's so pretty here." And then she's like, "How did you do it?" She looks at me. Remember you said to me, she's like, "When do you and your husband, like, do you guys sit down and have a business plan? Do you write it out?" And I was like, "What do you mean a business plan? What are you talking about?" She's like, "What do you do?" I go in the checking account every day and I say, "Thank you, thank you, thank you" to all the money that's coming in. And every bill that's going out, I say, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." We owned a limousine business, so when our gas bill was $8,000 in the month, I was just like, "Thank you. Gosh, I must have the money. I obviously have the money to pay for it, because we obviously made a lot of money if I have an $8,000 gas bill." It was the way I was looking at it. And she looked at me like, "Are you crazy?"
I was like, "Are you crazy? You don't have spreadsheets. You guys don't sit and go with a
When do you go to the office?
When do you go to the office?" I'm like, "You're on your balcony every time I call you. When do you go to the office? When do you run your business?"
I ran my business by being outside looking at the water. And I said to her, I go, "Do you see that water out there? It's easy as to create that abundance of the water as it is to create anything we want in our life." And I feel like the universe brought us together, just like the universe brought you guys to us to learn the next step. It's like she was at a spot where she didn't know easy and relaxed. And that's all I knew. I had total faith. We had moved down here from Massachusetts after some little steps that had happened that were, that made me make a decision to take a big jump, but with total faith that it would all work out. And it did. And it just got better and better. And even after I met her, I looked at my affirmations, and we tell you guys, what's your best money affirmation? And I had,
don't share it yet.
Okay, I'm not writing my best, but I had an affirmation. I attract the perfect friend. At that point in my life,
wow.
that was one of my affirmations, because I had attracted so many great things, and we always have more desires. So it was like, what's next? And so, but in the business itself, if we look at how the business was running, it was just running from a place of a feeling of good. Like I was so grateful. And like the customers, every time they call, I'd be like, ching-a-ling-a-ling, and I'd make it fun. And even the kids knew, like, we'd want it to be part of our life and not an interruption, like, be quiet because the phone's ringing, like, ching-a-ling-a-ling, this is going to pay for your golf lessons or whatever you want today,
I love it. And so the thing is that I find interesting is that Diane and I were both running a business in the same town, same economy. The economy was in a downturn. It absolutely affected my business. That's why I was worried so much, and it was manifesting. All that worry and fear was manifesting. Diane was in the same town, same economy, same workers, same everything, right? But different attitude, different result. And her business thrived. My business did not. So right now I want you to type literally, which one are you? Tasha, which is not so great right now,
Oh, the past.
The past
Tasha.
Tasha. Like, are you more like the past Tasha right now? Like, are you in worry, anxiety, working hard, fearful? And guys, just know that it's okay to be like Tasha, because obviously it turns out pretty good if you follow what we share, right? So just be okay and be honest. Going into the challenge, this is one of the most important pieces, is just being honest about where you are right now. So are you more like Tasha, or are you more like Diane? Which one of us are you more like right now? And I am going to scroll down so I just can make sure you guys are following. There's so many comments. Somebody said mix up the two. A lot of Tasha. Kimberly says Diane. I love it. I love it. Awesome. So yeah, I want you guys really to type and just let us know. It's going to give us a great indicator of how to prepare the content for the challenge if we know how many of you are where, right? Where you are. All right, so then we got together and we became friends. And one of the things that Diane said to me when I was constantly asking her, like, when do you work? When do you work? When do you work? And she was like, I really like you. I think we can be friends, but you work way too hard. I don't know if I'm about that life. And so I was like, well, what do you do? I work. What do you do? And she said, I sit on the balcony and I just feel good and I'm in gratitude and good things come. Abundance comes. And I said, that's lazy. So you guys know I'm from Jamaica. Like, that's absolutely code word for lazy.
She really did say that.
It
wasn't very nice.
It was not very nice, but that's what I felt. That's what I knew. Like, in my culture, that's lazy. You don't sit around all day and be looking at the water. So she said, why don't you try it for a few months and see what happens? And I did, and I've never looked back. And part of that period where we were trying it, this is where we're going to tell you about the 37 million. Part of that period where we were trying it, remember, we're new friends. I had journaled that after like a few weeks of meeting her, I was like, whatever I do in business, I want her in my business. So I had journaled that she would say yes to doing business with me. And she did. And after she said yes, we started to journal about what our ideal business would look like. And we journaled. We would get together every day on her balcony with a journal, and we would both be like this. Remember, you had one earbud, I had one. We would listen to The Science of Getting Rich, and we would seriously just give all this thought to all the things that we wanted to create in our life and in our business. And one of the things that we journaled was $30 million. We journaled that we would create this business that would bring in $30 million. And that's not quite the way it went down.
I saw Tasha and I was like, you got money all over you. I'm like, you want to go into business? That's great. Because this voice here, I said, that's 30 million all over it. So 30 million just kept coming in our heads, and we kept journaling that 30 million. So the question is, what did we attract?
So what we attracted, what happened is we absolutely manifested 30 million and way beyond that, except it wasn't exactly in our pockets. It was for our clients. So believe it or not, we started so simply. We got 10 or 12 women together. We met at a house, and we just started sharing what we were doing and what we knew, and we helped them to set intentions about what they wanted to create in their lives.
So the first 30 days, I mean, goosebumps I get. First 30 days, remember? The $5.1 million contract.
Yeah. Somebody manifested a
before we even became a legit business.
Yeah, we haven't even incorporated. People were writing checks to Tasha and Diane. And within those first 30 days, someone manifested $5.1 million. And then I did a group of only men. And this guy that was a commodities trader manifested a $9.1 million contract. And when I tell you why we're sharing this, why we're jumping on, is that what we're going to share with you during the challenge might seem far-fetched. But I don't know about you. I will go with any theory you want to teach me that will manifest millions and an amazing life, right? So would you share a little bit about, just during that process, the things that we journaled about for our business, and some of the clients that manifested things, and, one thing you always talk about is total faith. Like, as we were building the business, yes, we wanted the 30 million for us, but we never ever once worried, like, are we going to make enough money?
No, so 30 million, when we were journaling, we were always coming from a place of just total gratitude. We start our journal with, I'm so happy and grateful. We're having fun. We're jet setting the world, which this summer we were.
We've been jet setting quite a bit.
The whole entire time. So all those things that we were saying we were going to manifest, we have manifested, and we are living that life. We were living it, and we continue to live the 30 million that it's in our pocket now. That's, I think, the biggest lesson we've learned.
Yeah.
Is in our teachings, and even everyone else, how they got it was to have that faith. And that's when I moved down here, just like I said, I had that faith. Tasha's making 7 figures, but not paying herself a paycheck. And here I'm over here making great money. Money's coming in, and I'm paying myself, and I'm living a good life. Her gross may have been higher than mine.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, my family, when we were on vacations, I was sitting on the balcony, and our clients were being served. And that was the big thing, is your clients. We were giving the impression of increase, exactly as we're listening to the little Science of Getting Rich in chapter 14, and it was impression of increase. We were coming from that love and abundance. So in the study of changing her over in 3 months was getting her to vibrate and to believe it could be that easy.
Yeah. And that's what we want you guys to hear. So the thing that's made us, have clients around us and attract clients and share what we know and have them manifest all this money. And truthfully, guys, like this summer, I totaled between our clients, and just in like 6 weeks, it was 400,000 plus. So when we say 37 million, we stopped counting like maybe a year and a half ago. We just like, we just keep in the energy of wow. Every time a client calls and they're like, this much more money and this much more money, we're just in wow, right? But so I know it's well beyond 37.5 million. But what I want you to know is the thing that really makes all the difference has been Diane and my attitude to money, whether it's for ourselves or the desires and intention that we set for our clients. And so we've always paid ourselves from the beginning, from the get-go. We set up a business where we paid ourselves. That was something I learned from her, and I'm not ashamed to say I never did that. We pay ourselves. We make business decisions from abundance, from a place of abundance. So when we're making decisions for the energy of our business based on abundance, and we attract, and it's almost like our overflow into our clients' lives is abundance. So all the clients in our circle, in our family, in our community, our heart's desire for them is for them to also experience that abundance. And then that's what manifests, right? Profits. We talk a lot about profits. We have set up our business with profits first. We have fun little things when you have a business and you have to spend money. So we say the more we spend,
the more we spend, the more we receive.
The more we spend, the more we receive. And that's the way, like, when you have that feeling in your stomach that you're going to make an investment for yourself or your business, that's our attitude. The more we spend, the more we receive. We also have another one because, we love fun and we love jet setting. That was part of our ideal life and business. And if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to go have fun, what you do, you worry about what's going to happen to money. I'm not working. What's going to happen? So we say, the more fun we have, the more money we make. The more fun we have, the more money we make. And so we really are having fun, making more and more money, making our clients manifest more and more money. And this for us truly is stuff that's simple and works. And so what you have to look forward to is during the challenge, we're going to talk a lot more about these hands-on, practical stuff that we do so that you can start doing it too. And then, you have to look forward to coming into our community and our family and having us coach you. That's the creme de la creme. That's where it really gets, right? So I have a question for you guys that are watching. Like I said, we're going to have a bonus session where you're going to get to ask us questions. It's going to be during the challenge. And so I'm trying to figure out the best time to do that. So I need you guys to post right now. Would Thursday the 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern, which I think is really late for the people in the UK, but I'm just throwing it out there. You might really be gung-ho and stay up. So 7 p.m. Eastern, Thursday night, the 29th, or Saturday, the 31st at 9 a.m. Eastern. So 9 a.m. Eastern, I think for the people in the UK will be 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So I need you guys to write Saturday or Thursday. Let me know which one of those so that we're going to do a little poll and see which one's the most popular. And that's when we're going to have like a little Tasha and Diane party. Yeah, she's so excited. Look at that face.
First I heard of it.
She's so excited about it. I'm getting her back on, and it's gonna be really intimate, and you're gonna get, right now it's just so busy. There's so many of you on that we aren't able to see the questions and comments, but that's what we would love to offer is during this time that you get to ask us questions. Because I know if I were watching, I would want to know the nitty gritty. Like, I would want to know, when you wake up in the mornings, what do you do? What are you doing different? When you journal, what do you say? When you attract clients who can manifest that kind of money, what do you, like, I would want the hands-on right in there. And I would want to be asking her about money. Like, when I tell you guys, this is the master of all things money. Like, not only, I like to say, I'll teach you how to manifest it, and she'll teach you how to keep it and grow it.
Yes, that's a good one.
You like that?
Yeah.
So that's the duo. But we really need you guys to let us know. Thursday night, let me check to see if you guys have been responding to that. So Thursday night or Thursday or Saturday. Yay, great. We see lots of responses. All right, so we're going to end with this because we're way over. Diane said 10 minutes. That's all she's going to do.
Is it 8:30 yet?
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to end with each of our money affirmations so that you can borrow one of them, create your own. But really, when I look at my life and my personal journey, I had to create this affirmation to bring forth the results that I wanted based on how I saw money flowing to me, right? So I'll share my affirmation, Diane will share hers. But before we do that, I have another quick question for you guys. How many of you have invited friends? Please remember that if you invite 10 or more friends, you get to win a VIP one-on-one money coaching session with me. And so I'm going to teach you how to manifest it. I'm going to talk to you about your specific situation and stuff that's blocking you, because that's been one of the biggest things in my journey, is figuring out what my blocks were, which I needed someone else to show me. Like when Diane said, you're working too hard and you don't need to work like that, right? I needed someone outside of me to tell me that and show me what I was doing wrong. So I want that for you too. I know lots of you are new to the challenge and just registered this week, and you probably don't know that this is going on. So go ahead, share the link with everybody you know, moneyattractionchallenge.com. And if you have 10 or more people, then you get entered to win this VIP session, and I'll announce it during the challenge. All right. So with that, here we go. And if you haven't yet registered for the challenge, same thing, moneyattractionchallenge.com. Go ahead and get registered. We start next Monday, the 26th, for 5 days. All right. What's your money affirmation?
You've said so many great ones. I love them all. What one? I create multiple streams of massive passive income.
She creates multiple streams of massive passive income. So if you love that, give her some love. And for me, truly, mine, like I said, is based on my own journey. And like, I've had various iterations of this, and I had to come to where I had to include them all. So money comes easily, consistently, and in large amounts. Like, it is hardwired in my brain. Easily, because you know my background with the hard work. Consistently, because you know in business it goes up and down sometimes. So I wanted that safety of having it always there consistently. And there's no point in having it come in easily, consistently, and in small amounts, right? Mm-hmm. So easily, consistently, and in large amounts. That's my money affirmation. So
and so it is.
And so it is. So feel free to borrow any of those or share yours with us. But that's what we wanted to share with you guys this morning, and just to leave you with everything is possible. If you would have told us almost 6 years ago that we would have created a business where clients had manifested 37.5 million. And yeah, we told you about the 5 million and the 9 million. We have another couple millions, but we've also had, you know, one of our clients manifested $192,000 loan paid in full recently. We've had $10,000. We've had $5,000. It's what you desire that gets manifested. So there's big numbers and numbers that, you know, meet your specific need right now, but we've had everything. right? So I want you to just come into this challenge knowing, be really excited that this is more about what your desire is financially and how to manifest it. And we're going to show you how. All
Can't
right.
wait.
Can't wait. What's your parting thoughts? What do you want to say? Because I know you want to say something else. Come on, come on.
Just can't wait till next week. And I'm looking forward to it, you guys. This is going to be an amazing week. And remember, always more money in our future than we do today. Money is constantly coming and it's abundant, and just have total faith that if you knew for sure $30 million was in your bank, what would you do today?
Ooh, let's leave you with that. If you knew for sure 30 million was in your bank account, what would you do today? All right, guys. Mwah! Love you. Happy Monday. Go have a great week. And we'll see you again next Monday morning. Oops. We'll see you again. Let me see how I can click that. We'll see you again next Monday morning at 8.